Hey guys, this is YuseiDWheeler here again, and yes, I'm making yet another video though, but by the time this video goes up though, the unboxing for the Darkness Dragon World trial deck for Buddy Fight will probably already be up anyway, so... But I'm doing this other video though because it's been a while since I did another review on my Vanguard decks though, so... Some of my friends wanted to see my, my new main deck now, because... Since BT15 has already been out, though, and I pretty much got all the cards I need, so now I have my deck for Dragonic Overlord the Rebirth. So, because as of right now, for those people who actually know me personally, though, because Dragonic Overlord is my favorite card, and it's the card that got me into Vanguard in the first place. So, let's dive right in, shall we? Okay. So, my grade 3 lineup, I got, 4 Overlord the Rebirth. Let's see if you guys can catch that. And 4 of the Dragonic Overlord Break Ride units, though. Okay, let me just... Alrighty. Let me see if I can just... There we go. Alright, guys. This new Overlord Break Ride, I like the fact that it's just named Dragonic Overlord, so it can work well with the Rebirth and the End too, which I actually managed to finish that deck too. So, but basically though, this Break Ride though allows you to restand your Vanguard as long as you attack another rearguard though, and it doesn't matter if you hit or not though. But you have to counterblast one and discard another Kagero unit, which is not too hard. I really love this guy a lot. And it is my avatar, see? And as for using in combination with the Rebirth, I think a lot of people know what this does, though. So, basically, you counterblast one to lock every one of your rearguards, though, or you lock at least one or more rearguards, though. And if you have 5 locked rearguards, though, you gain 10,000 power and a restanding ability. As long as you attack a Vanguard, you can discard 2 cards and restand them. So basically, first you do the Break Ride effect. You attack a rearguard first to stand him up with a Break Ride, and then you attack the Vanguard and then stand him up again with his own ability. And yeah, this deck works out really good for me because I love Overlord and a lot of the Dragonic Overlord variants, which I'm actually pretty excited for the Partition Dragonic Overlord 2 coming in January. As for me, I kind of wish it came out on whatchamacallit. I kind of wish it came out like before Anime Los Angeles, because then I can just take that to the convention and then have a lot of fun there. But, oh well. Alright, so grade 2, I run 4 Dragonic Nahalem, the 10k vanilla. Mainly because, you know, he doesn't have any counterblast abilities, heck, he doesn't have any ability at all, but he's still a 10k though. And he works well in the deck too. I mean, he makes a good Vanguard ride too, so... That's also a thing, too. 3 Dragonic Burnout. I only run 3 because... I don't know, because that's what I feel, that's all I need, though, honestly. Because his ability only triggers when he's a rearguard, though, and it's only a one-time thing, though. I mean, you can only... as soon as you call it, you take an Overlord from your drop zone, put it in the bottom of your deck, and Soul Blast one to retire any rearguard. Though I like the fact that it doesn't require a counterblast, though. Instead, it just requires like a Soul Blast and stuff, too, and an Overlord in the drop zone. So, that works out fine. And then 3, I got 3 Burning Horn Dragon, which is the Overlord 12k attacker. Okay, let me just move those up. Self-explanatory, though, because since this is an Overlord deck, you might as well run him, too. And for my last 2, Bellicosity Dragon. I only have 2 Bellicosity Dragons in here because, one, this deck isn't as counterblast heavy as like the End or in a lot of my other decks though. So I don't feel you have to use him too often though, but he does help. He does help though. Especially since most of my units require only 1 counterblast though, so that's a really handy thing to have. Okay. Alright, so that's all my grade 2s. Now for grade 1s, let me just get them all in a group here. I have actually 3 perfect guards. Well, this is actually kind of temporary. 3 perfect guards and 3 Dragon Dancer Mario perfect guards and 1 Dragonic Gmail quintet wall. I just decided to try it out like this, though. I mean, this isn't really permanent because I've been switching back and forth between either 1 perfect guard or... I'm at 1 quintet wall or just 4 perfect guards. So basically, the main thing I have is mainly just 4 perfect guards with this deck, though, because quintet wall does get a counterblast, though. But the thing is, the reason why I only choose 1, though, because there are gonna be times when I don't want a chance losing important cards from the top of the deck, so that's why I only put in 1. But mainly for more serious stuff, though, I just use 4 perfect cards. But this is just in here just for the sake of it, though, just in case if I feel like I want to use it, though. So yeah. Next, I got 4 Eternal Bringer Griffin, which this is one of my favorite cards in the deck because this can help me set up for Dragonic Overlord Breakout. Basically, you discard, when this card is called to rearguard, you discard a grade 3 Kagero from hand and search your deck and add Dragonic Overlord to your hand. So you can discard a Dragonic Overlord, or you can discard a Rebirth in case you don't want to ride into Rebirth first. And the good thing is, though, since the Rebirth doesn't require a Persona Blast, you don't have to feel too bad about tossing one away. And you got Dragonic Burnout that can send it back to the bottom of the deck, too, so... in the end, it kind of comes back full circle, I guess. Alright. Next, I got the 2 Demonic Dragon Mage Kimnara, because this guy is... I still love this guy to death, though. Basically, you counterblast 1 and move him into the soul to retire a grade 1 rearguard, though. Not only, it's very helpful, though. I mean, it's only 1 counterblast, so you move it into the soul, too, which can also help you use, like, the abilities of Dragonic Burnout as well, so basically you have extra soul to toss away, too. So that's another good thing. And also, 2 Dragon Monk Gojo. Normally I would run more, though, but I just run 2 just so I can fill space for another card, because this is a... Of course, you rest, drop and draw, which I love those abilities, though, but for this deck I can only fit in 2, because then I also have 1 Calamity Tower Wyvern, which is basically Soul Blast 2, draw 1, but all I need is 1. Because it's not one of those cards that you have to depend on heavily, though, but yeah, at the same time, though, it's just helpful if you get it, though. That, and you Soul Blast too, because this deck doesn't have a lot of cards that adds too much to add a lot of cards to the soul. So this isn't like Narukami or Genesis, which they can actually stack up the soul pretty well. But alright, but that's pretty much my grade 1 lineup. So let's just move right along. Next up, finally we got the grade 0s. Alright, my starter, Red Pulse Draco Kid, because this guy is really helpful in getting my grade 3s to be set up too, so yeah. And also, not to mention, he's also soul bait too, so if I move him into the soul, I can use like Calamity Tower or Dragonic Burnout, so he's really helpful. I got 4 critical triggers of the ones from BT15, because this guy looks pretty cool. And I got 4 Blu-ray Draco kits, so making a total of 8 criticals a deck. Reason why I'm running 8 criticals now in this deck, though, is because the triple twin drive, because of the Dragonic Overlord's Break Ride combination with the Rebirth, which will grant me like 3 twin drives a turn, so that can help me deck out pretty well if I had like 6 draws in here. So that's 8 critical, 4 draw, and I use Art Peak though because you can move him to the soul for free and just give a unit 3000. So yeah, this one doesn't require any counterblast though, but you can still move him to the soul, which is good. So that's 8 critical, 4 draw, and then 4 heal trigger. Okay. And that about does it for this deck, though. I mean, this is by far oops, hit the camera, sorry. Of all the decks out so far, this is my favorite because this is my clan, and Overlord is basically still my favorite unit to this day, so yeah. So that about does it for this video, though, and I will see you guys later. Take care.